Hello students, hope all of you are fine and doing good and doing the work regularly. So thinking that you all have done all the works on time, I am back here with the remaining questions of this exercise 1D. In our last class, we have done up to question number 3. So today we are going to start with question number 4. Turn to page number 14 of your book and look at question number 4. In question number 4, it is told to find the additive inverse. So while explaining the property, I have told you the meaning of additive inverse. Additive inverse means opposite. So here you need to find the opposite of the given numbers. For example, 15, whose opposite is minus 15. Like this way, you need to find the additive inverse of the given numbers. So I hope question number 4 is clear to you all. Now I will go to question number 5. Everybody take pen and paper for solving question number 5. In question number 5, it is told to verify and also write the name of the property used. So we all know the term verify means we have to satisfy both the sides of the given expressions. So what we have done, we have solved separately the left hand side and the right hand side of the given expression or equation. We have got the result same in both the side. The point at which we have got left hand side is equals to right hand side, we can say that our given expression is verified. So as it is verified, so we can write the name of the property. So here commutative property of addition is used. My students, one thing you will remember, whenever verification is given, just look at the question very carefully. Whether the operations applied there are applicable or not, you need to think it first. If it is applicable, then only it can be verified, otherwise it can't be. And if it is verified, then only there will exist a property used. So as in the first number, we have seen both the sides we have got minus 130 minus 130. So it is verified and hence we have written the name of the property. We have to write the name in full. Just commutative property, if you will write, you will not get full marks in your exam paper. You have to write full name, that is commutative property of addition. That means on what we are applying the commutative property. Now let's go to question number 3. In question number 3, there again the same rule we have followed. Here what property is used? Associative property of addition. So we have to write the name in full. Then let's go to question number 5, subdivision number 5. Here also both the side I have got the same result, though their looks are totally different, but the result is same. So here since 18 is being distributed over 100 and minus 5, so the property name is distributive property. So we can't write just distributive property, it will be distributive property of multiplication over addition. This is multiply sign and this multiplication sign is distributed over addition. So distributive property of multiplication over addition. Hope the properties and their uses are clear to you. Now I am going to question number 6. The remaining sums for 5 number are left for the students to be solved by themselves as homework. But one thing, my dear students, you will remember these questions which I have left for you, you please maintain the serial number. Don't do in a haphazard manner. Maintain it in a serial order. Okay. So now let's go to question number 6. In question number 6, it is asked to find the product using property. If the term using property will not be mentioned in the question, then also you have to solve all the problems of integers using property. So how we will use the property? Let's have a look. Here in question 6, one number, it is given 48 minus 48 into 105. So what we have did? We have splitted 105. We have written 105 as 100 plus 5. Okay. Then we have distributed minus 48 over 105. So what we have written? Using distributive property of multiplication over addition. So 48 is distributed over 105. So 48 into 100 and 48 into 5 separately. So 48 into minus 48 into 100 is minus 4800 and minus 48 into 5 is minus 240. Then since both the number has same sign, so operation will be addition according to the rule of addition of integers. So we have added and the common sign we have placed. Okay, it is clear. Now go to question number 3. 6 subdivision number 3. What we have did? First we have commutated the negative sign. Negative sign is with 98. We have shifted it with minus 115. Sorry, we have shifted this minus sign to 115. So one commutative rule we have used here. Then again we will apply distributive property, but here distribution will apply over negative sign. That means minus. 98 we have written as 100 minus 2. Okay. Now 115 is being distributed over 100 and minus 2. So what we will get? 115 into 100 minus, since it is distributed over minus, so minus 115 into 2. Okay, so multiplying this we have got this result and multiplying this we have got this result. Both having opposite sign, so the result is coming in negative, and since the bigger is having the negative sign, so here negative. Here subtraction we need to do because both the numbers have different sign, so operation is subtraction. We have subtracted and got the result as 11,270, but since 11,500 is greater and it bears negative sign, so here it is minus. Now we will go to question number 11. Now let's have a look in your book, question number 7. There some fill in the blanks are asked. So hope if the concept is clear to you, this question number 7, 8 and 9 will be done by the students themselves. 7 and 9 number you can do in book, and 8 number with proper example you can solve in your notebook. Since I have explained you the closure property, so I think question number 8 you can solve by yourself. So to test your intelligence, I have left these 3 questions for you all students. Now let's go to the MCQs. What it is told in question number 10, the set of integers is always closed, is not closed under what? I know that my dear students will answer this properly. So now let's go to question number 11. In question number 11, there it is asked to solve. Though it is a multiple choice question, but we will solve question number 11, 12 in our notebook. So let's go to question number 11. So you can see here the question is 1763 into minus 2 plus minus 1763 into 98. In the first step, we have used here commutative property. That means negative sign we have commutated. We have shifted this negative sign to 98. Question may arise in your mind, why I have shifted this minus sign? Because to make them look same. Here it is 1763 and here it is minus 1763. To make them look same, I have taken this minus with 98. Now the reverse of distributive property we can use. Here we can find 1763 is distributed over minus 2 and 98. So what we have done, 1763 we have taken common. So if we take these 2 as common, here it is left with minus 2 and here it is left with minus 98. So by the rule of BODMAS, the first bracket is got removed. So here it is left minus 2 minus 98. Both the numbers have same sign. So according to the law of integers, here we will perform addition. So 2 plus 98 is 100 and the common sign is minus. So now we will multiply this with 100 and we will get the result. With the same procedure, if we will move to question number 12, we will get our result. Then question number 13 is simplification. As here we will end up with all the informations of integers. So simplifications can be solved by using the BODMAS rule. I think my students know about the BODMAS rule and they have learned about it in class 6 only. So here we end up with exercise 1D. And this here in the book only 2 simplifications are given. The students are asked to follow the R.D. Sharma book last exercise of this integer. There are lots of simplifications are provided. So you can go through that and we will do those maths in our revision classes. So I will meet you again with the word problems of exercise 1E. Thank you.